What is going on, Chaotix? It is your boy ChaosMay006 here, and we are back with week number 8, the team builder for the Virginia Escavaliers. Now this week we are taking on the Rhode Island Raticates and coach, Neurotic Neutral Gaming. But this week I want to go over my team a little bit and his team, to think about what we're going to be bringing and how it's going to match up pretty well. So we have a few changes since the last time we battled him. The only thing we changed when we had battled him was our Z Crystal. So we have switched Absol out for the one match it fought in for Hitmonchan, and then Nidoqueen for Shaman. So those are two new members we've had to the squad since the last time we fought him. His team is sitting exactly the same. Still Volcarona, Mega Venusaur, Fortress, Thundurus, Comfey, Araquanid, Umbreon, Hitmontop, Rhydon, Toxicroak, Slurpuff, Persian, Alolan form, and of course Buginium Z. And what do I expect him to bring this week? Well, I expect him to bring a pretty similar set to week number 2, where we fought him earlier this season. I expect to see definitely Mega Venusaur, Thundurus, Fortress, Araquanid, and Persian. I think the final Mon either is Hitmontop, Umbreon, or Volcarona. I could see Volcarona coming back. If he did bring Volcarona, it would be the exact same set as the week before. Volcarona actually doesn't do too great against our team, so I could see it staying off, but it does provide a lot of speed for his team that can be a problem for us in other aspects. So maybe the Araquanid comes in and it's the spiderweb set where it's trying to set up webs on us, so that could be a thing. But we've calced for a lot of different things, and we are ready to go. So let me go ahead and bring up my team for this week. We are starting off with Jackie coming in this week. Now it's going to be a little bit different from what we ran week number 2, and that's a lot of fun because we ran, I believe, a Choice Banded set. This week we're running Assault Vest. I think the defensive gives me nice little coverage there to do some nice work. We have Rock Tomb, Zen Headbutt, Drain Punch, and Fire Punch. Now Rock Tomb is here for the speed drops and also a nice powerful rock type move, which is good against his team pretty nicely. Zen Headbutt for obvious stab, Drain Punch for stab and recovery, and then Fire Punch to help me deal with the Fortress. Now with this team, with this set, we are running Max Attack and Adamant Nature 252. We're running 184 speed, giving me the speed creep over some of his things. Once we get the drops, his fastest thing is Alolan Persian, sitting at the fastest thing we're gonna deal with is the Thundurus, sitting at 353. If we get the speed drop with the Rock Tomb, which I do predict to do, I do hope to do, it would get him to 241, which means we would outspeed, and we could just hit another Rock Tomb and destroy him. So with this set, we'll be able to beat Volcarona, Mega Venusaur, Fortress, Thundurus, maybe Araquanid. It depends on the set he brings. I assume he's going to bring the web set, and I think we beat that, but it's going to come down to a couple calcs here and there. Umbreon, Hitmontop, and Rhydon, and also Alolan Persian. We don't really want to fight Alolan Persian, but we can take it out. We can beat it one-on-one with Drain Punch. So that is something to note as well. I think this is a fun set for Jackie. I don't think I've run it with Assault Vest before, so we're going to see how that works. Next up is Death Witch running a Choice Scarf. I had to bring Choice Scarf Garchomp. I wanted the speed. I wanted to make sure something outsped his fast things. So that's what we did. We run the speed creep again. You can see that 242 sitting there. So we outspeed everything with the Scarf because it increases our speed by 1.5. We're running Stone Edge, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Stealth Rock this week. I added Stealth Rock because I thought there really wasn't another move I wanted to put on here. I could throw a Dragon type move on, but I didn't think it was worthwhile because the Fairy type's on his team. So I think Poison Jab will cover those, but I think Stealth Rocks is a nice fun niche in case I want to do some damage. Rough Skin is going to be our ability this week, and as you can see, we're max attack, almost max defense 248, and then a little bit of speed because we need that little bit of speed to get the speed tiers. But I'm running primarily defense, so that way we can come in and live a hit from some things and be able to take things on. So with this set, Death Wish can deal with Volcarona, Mega Venusaur, Thundurus, Araquanid, maybe Rhydon. It comes down to the calcs, and I don't really know if I want to take that much damage to kill a Rhydon. We can beat Toxicroak, Slurpuff, and Alolan Persian maybe. It's going to put a lot of damage onto us, but we should be able to take it out. Next up is Maximus, running the exact same set as week 2, so I don't really have a whole lot to change here. Stealth Rock, Psychic, Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Stealth Rock again because his team is really weak to it and gives me nice little niches to take and chip down his team. So really good there. Stealth Rock really would be nice against Mega Venusaur. Running a little bit of HP and then max special attack and special defense with a modest nature boosting attack and obviously that's just for power. We're running an offensive Jirachi this week, so hopefully that all works. And then leftovers is the ability. Of course, Ring Race is going to be there, so hopefully with Thunderbolt we can get Paralyzes, we can get special defense drops with Psychic and things like that. And this set can beat Mega Venusaur, Fortress, Thundurus, maybe it comes down to a calc again. Of course, Focus Blast is another thing that Thundurus likes to run, and that does a lot of damage to me. Comfey, Araquanid, maybe, again it comes down to a calc, depending on what set. Hitmontop, Toxicroak, Slurpuff, and maybe even a Alolan Persian. Don't really want to fight it because it is a dark type, but we can take it on maybe with Moonblast, do a lot of damage. If it comes down to a niche situation, we can do it. Next up, we're bringing Alolan Ninetales this week. I don't remember if it's supposed to be shiny or not, but it is running Icy Rock and Snow Warning. We're going to try to take advantage of that hail. I want some ways to chip him down, and even if I don't get Stealth Rocks up, the Icy Rock with hail is going to make it last for 8 turns, making Alolan Ninetales work pretty well. I also want to Icy Rock because this is a setup set. We're running Hypnosis and Nasty Plot. Hypnosis to put things to sleep, and then we can just Nasty Plot up on things. We get +6, we pretty much destroy everything with either a Blizzard or a Psyshock, and those are our 2 attacking moves. And then as you can see the stats down there, I'm not running any special attack because I did run the setup set. I think it works pretty well. So special attack is only 8, but we are running Modest Nature to boost that. Running max special defense so we can live a hit or 2, giving nice speed tiers there to deal with the Toxicroak at max speed because it hits 295. Running good chunk in HP at 80 just to take another couple hits, and honestly just to help out with that special defense side. Next up is Gertrude. Our Mega Gyarados is coming back this week. I didn't want to bring it, but it just does so well and gives me a nice coverage to one of his bigger threats against my team, so that's why it's here. Gyarados Intimidate this week for regular Gyarados. Of course, Mega Gyarados has Mold Breaker, but it's the Dragon End set with Waterfall Crunch, Earthquake. I ran Iron Head previous week. I thought Earthquake did better. I'm not really worried about the fairy types, so if they come, I have plenty of counters to them, but I thought Earthquake would be better this week. And with the stats, we are running max attack because I need the power. Running, again, the 242 speed tier to outspeed. A little bit in special defense, and that's for a very specific reason. We can use Gyarados here. If we come in on, we can come in on a max special attack Thundurus and take a Thunderbolt with Mega Gyarados. So that is why it is 216. It is 16 sitting there, giving me an opportunity. Like if I have to switch in on it, I can switch in Gyarados, set up a Dragon Dance to outspeed the next turn, and then just Waterfall in the face so it dies. And so that's why it's a really weird looking set. But this set can beat Volcarona, Thundurus at +1, most likely. That's the play. We can beat Comfey at +3, although it's going to be a pain in the butt. We can beat Araquanid, Hitmontop, Rhydon, Toxicroak, and Slurpuff. We do have a few options here to set up on. The fairy types we can set up on with this set, but the other one really doesn't want to deal with that. Of course, Mega Gyarados have to go over that set too. It's exactly the same, but it can beat maybe Volcarona this week. Bug Buzz does a crap ton of damage to us. We can beat Mega Venusaur, Fortress, Thundurus, Comfey at +2. Araquanid, Umbreon, maybe. Rhydon, Toxicroak, Slurpuff, and Alolan Persian. So we get a little bit more viability there with the Mega form, but ultimately it comes down to me bringing this thing in and just getting it set up. So that's the thing. It can do a lot of work there. And last but not least, we are bringing Ali. It was a struggle. I wanted to bring Ali. Ali actually was the first one I started building on this squad. I was going to run a similar set to Jackie, but I decided that a Choice Band Hitmonchan was the play this week. So it is Choice Band with Iron Fist, got Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Rapid Spin, and Earthquake. Now, you may be wondering, why is it got Rapid Spin if it's Choice Band? Well, the thing is here, Hitmonchan is not supposed to Rapid Spin away on the Araquanid, because what Araquanid can do is it can just sit there in liquidation and destroys my squad. So we are coming in with a Choice Band. We can live a hit easily. As you can see, I'm max defense. We can live a hit, come in with a Thunder Punch, and that OHKOs. So that is fine. That is what we want to see. And going back to the stats, we are max defense, running an Impish Nature so we can live that hit from Araquanid. A little bit of HP at 32, and then ultimately 224 attack gives us a nice edge to take on things like Araquanid and Toxicroak and just deal enough damage that we can OHKO. I didn't think Max was necessary, and HP boost gives us staying power against some things as well, and also lets us live the Araquanid hit. With this set, can beat Fortress, Thundurus at half, Araquanid, it's the primary switch in versus Araquanid, so there it is. Umbreon, Hitmontop, it's a really weird battle there because the best thing he can do against me is close combat, but that lowers his defense, which means we can hit him with Drain Punch, but ultimately it comes out with us netting about a 25% health or something like that, and that's not what we want to see. We can beat Rhydon because Earthquake is its best move for us. It does about 60%, but Drain Punch does 55, giving us about 20 to 30% back. So that means he pretty much can't two-shot us, which is nice. And then we can beat Toxicroak and Alolan Persian. So this is a really weird set, really weird team this week. We broke that down pretty fast again. I'm trying to keep these team builders going pretty fast, lasting about maybe 10 minutes. So I'm not taking forever to go over my team, but I still get a nice in-depth analysis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this team builder. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date on what's going on. And of course, I want to see you guys tomorrow for the match where we fight Neurotic Neutral Gaming and his Rhode Island Raticates. So I will see you over there. But until next time, my name is ChaosMade006 and I am signing off. Burn it up.